Now then, crossing the streams, where we look at the different kind of streaming services available in Australia.
So last time we looked at a couple of Netflix stuff.
Yes.
Now we're going over to Stan.
And so I was sitting there and I thought, I really want to watch an Australian movie. You know, like a good Australian movie.
There have been
so
some good ones, and there have been some...
So it was up to 2000, there was some good Australian movies, and then for 10 years there was just utter garbage, and then the last few years have been good. So what I thought I'd do is I would watch He Died with a Falafel in His Hand, which is a book that was transferred into a movie by John Birmingham.
He wrote the original book, which is basically about people in share houses, and it's different sort of... There's one guy who lives in 45 different share houses.
It's a ridiculous number.
So the book has a lot of different stories about the different characters and the situations they get up to, whether that's stuff like their extreme poverty, trying to make rent, different scams, and they're just strange, unique characters they come across in these share houses.
And the difference between the book and the movie is the movie cuts off a lot of the people who they mention in the book, but it makes them
That's the nature of the...
Yeah, but it makes a more cohesive narrative, in the same way that Trainspotting was very similar like that. It's a lot of kind of fat trimmed off from that. And it is that kind of 90s chic. It embodies that kind of 80s, 90s Australiana.
It's... Yeah, I mean, that's especially the music is a lot of that sort of stuff. But it's basically the Australian Garden State before Garden State.
Yes. Yeah.
It's that I'm in my mid to late 20s, 30s.
The existential crisis.
What the fuck am I doing in my life? Why am I doing this? Why am I still living in this share house with these people?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? I'm a writer who hasn't written anything.
Yeah. And so...
not relatable at all.
Yeah, I know, right? But look, it is that kind of... It worked. It was a great movie to watch. Plus, some of the lines and some of the stories are just fantastic.
My favourite one's the Nick Cave one, which is, why does everyone listen to Nick Cave at 3 a.m. and try and kill themselves?
Yeah, which this seemed like a better option than doing that. So that's what I chose.
The music is great. And speaking of Nick Cave... I want to bring it up, is he actually wrote my favourite Australian film, The Proposition.
So, there you go.
Which I definitely recommend. But we did talk about another show a little while ago, Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yes.
Which is the continuation of the Evil Dead trilogy, 30 years later. We watched the first episode, which was directed by Sam Raimi.
It was very good.
We hadn't seen the rest of the season. Now we have.
I still enjoyed it. I thought it was very, very good. It does have its flat moments. I think the cast of characters was great. Even the random Australian backpackers was fine. I don't think that thing. But I think of all of the things about it that really worked was the fact that the ending was so anti-Hollywood in what actually happens, and yet it just felt so right for that series.
Yeah, Ash sort of goes on a bit of an arc. He gets sort of friends and companions on the way, and he sort of stops being quite so selfish, and then towards the end you're like, wow, you have totally become more selfish than you were originally, but it also feels very justified.
Yeah, he straight up blue pilled.
I understand why he did that.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for season 2.
I agree.